talkSPORT 2 with me, Ollie Clink, alongside Kwaku Afari, and we've got AJ Tracey with us as well. Let's get more into the World Cup now, and particularly against that battle for number 10 for England. Obviously, they're stacked with talent there, but maybe not all of them in form. We're going to hear from some former England players in just a moment on that. But first off, I'll start with you, Kwaku. Who, if you're taking three, who are you taking? And then also within that, who would start for you?
I'm taking Jude Bellingham, I'm taking Cole Palmer, and I'm taking... The last one is difficult. The way that Morgan Gibbs White is, you count Gibbs White as number 10?
Yeah.
I think you take the form player, because I think there is no world in which a fit Jude Bellingham should not be starting the 10 for England. I know that everybody... There's a thing around Jude, people don't like him, and I can't get my head around it. He scored one of the most iconic goals in England history. That overhead kick against Slovakia is up there with, again, maybe not the feeling, but the Gascoigne goal against Scotland. Like, that's an overhead kick.
Stadium.
No?
But in terms of quality, yeah.
In terms of quality,
but...
And the celebration...
Stadium.
All I'm saying is that if Jack Grealish scores that goal, or somebody that people like, it's a different story. People don't like Jude because of whatever, but Jude Bellingham fit is a guaranteed start for me in number 10. And Cole Palmer, because of what he's done in big games for England as well, he goes. And for me, I like what Gibbs White's doing right now, so he'll be my third. I'm not taking Eze, I'm not taking Phil Foden.
That's a controversial one, I'm not going to lie.
How about you,
That's a little
AJ?
bit controversial still.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like in form right now, that's a little bit controversial.
Yeah, sorry, you were talking about taking in-form players and you've picked
Cole
Palmer.
Palmer in form's a bit
You're
controversial, bro.
The thing is, Cole Palmer's having a terrible season, scored 9 league goals.
Is that your Chelsea bias?
Terrible season.
No, I rate Cole Palmer, by the way. I think he's cold. But obviously, if you're talking about in form...
Yeah. So then you wouldn't take Cole Palmer?
You're not
I
taking
wouldn't
Eze?
take Cole Palmer. I wouldn't take Eze either, though.
Would you not?
No,
So
definitely not Eze. I'm taking Cole Palmer before I take Eze, that's for sure.
Who are you taking then? Who are your three?
Jude has to be there.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm taking Cole.
I'm taking... No. Rogers. What about Rogers?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
even
What are you on
mention
about? Yeah,
Rogers.
bro.
Messed up, sorry. Gibbs White, switch.
Yeah, how dare you?
Switch Gibbs
How
White.
dare you let a guest come in here and jog your memory, bro? How dare you? Yeah, surely, Rogers, innit? Surely. I like Cole Palmer, but I'll be real though. I like what Cole Palmer brings though.
Yeah.
So I just need to see him. Hopefully he can lift his head up and get a couple of good games under his belt before the end of the season, and then I'm taking him definitely. But if not though, if he looks like he's in a slump, it's unfair to some of the other players who might be playing a little bit better right now. But then again, do you take form or like quality? It's hard, isn't it?
No one's taking Foden. No one's taking Foden.
No.
No.
No, I don't know, man. I like Foden as well, bro. I like Foden, but I don't know for England. I don't know if he does it for England.
Yeah, and the form's been terrible, let's be honest. But it's funny because I would go with Bellingham, who I would start. I completely agree with everything you said there about Bellingham. Has to start. I would then take Rogers, and I would take who you forgot, and then and I'd take Eze. I would take Eze, yeah.
Would you, yeah?
I think Eze's...
No, Cole Palmer.
No. Eze's in better form than Cole Palmer.
Insane.
And Eze has created moments that Palmer would create this season for Arsenal.
You know what it is about Eze? You can also put him on a wing. So it gives a little bit more utility, so I understand that. But then Foden, you could also put on a wing.
You can put Cole Palmer on the right wing. He played.
Yeah, but bro, let's be honest right now, yeah? In the age of physicality in football, you need someone who's got burners. If you want them on the wing, they got to be able to move, bro, properly. Respectfully, nah, bro. You see, like Rashford, you can't count him out. He has to start because he's so fast and direct. You got to start him. You have to start him, for sure.
But if you're Spain, the thing is, I think Cole Palmer, people forget how good Cole Palmer is.
He's very technical.
So in his first season at Chelsea, he scored 22 league goals.
Yeah, which is mad, by the way.
Second season at Chelsea, scored 15 league goals. Again, that wasn't very good. This season is his worst season, and in 22 league games, he scored 19 goals. In a bad season. Like,
has he scored 19 goals?
No, 9 goals.
Oh, I was about to say. Okay.
9 league goals.
I was about to say, oh, wait, hold on.
But got no 10 goals.
And so Cole Palmer is, for me, a big game player. He scored in the final of the Euros coming off the bench. I just feel like if you're an opposition and you're looking at the bench, it's like, oh, they've brought on Cole Palmer. I think you're a bit more worried than if you bring on Eze, personally.
I agree with that. That I agree with. I'm not going to lie. Even just status-wise, I do agree with that, I'll be honest. But then, would you not say Phil Foden has that same effect though?
No, not in English shirt. He's not done once.
But just status though, bro. He's a treble winner. When you look at him like, oh, Man City player's coming on this, bro. He's got a big rep. It's not like it's not a small fish, bro.
Yeah,
it's a good problem to have.
What if Eze has won the Premier League though? What if Eze's won the Champions League?
It does change everything. Because also in the last 4 games, if Cole Palmer now decides to just turn it up again,
it changes everything.
I'm definitely taking Cole Palmer. I'll be honest. So yeah.
Well, if Eze started for Arsenal at 10 and Arsenal win the Premier League and the Champions League, definitely you take Eze over Palmer. I'll sit here and say that, but that's a huge if. That means he's a winner now. That means he's won the major tournament.
Yeah, and it changes your mentality a little bit to win things.
Do you know what? To be honest with you, Quaker, as much as we said you forgot about Rogers, I don't think the Gibbs White shout is that bad. He's on fire at the moment.
He's on fire, but he's on fire though. I know they look very safe here, but let's just say, what if they got relegated, bro? Then would you still take him? Would you though? I'm saying, would you?
How strange is that though? Should it actually be based on what they're clubs
It shouldn't, but you know that mentality-wise, it might put him into a space of like, well, bro, he's relegated. He's away with England, thinking about he's going to be, do you know what I'm saying though? It's true though, you know what I'm saying? It's true. It's like even Cole Palmer right now, the state that Chelsea's in, he's probably thinking, oh man, this is long, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's hear from the former England and Liverpool star John Barnes. I spoke with him earlier this week on who he would want in that number 10 role.
Well, for me, Elliot Anderson is very important. I'm not going to have you taking everybody, and depending on his horses for courses. So when you're playing against a team who you should beat, you need to open the door, and they're going to defend deep. You're looking at Cole Palmer, you're looking at Phil Foden. When you're playing against France and Spain, you've got to look at Morgan Rogers, Elliot Anderson, the harder working midfield players, and I'm sure that's what he'll do, because we always assume that the solution to the problem is to play more goal scorers and more attacking players. But when you're playing against the top teams, you need to be more solid in midfield, and that's where Jude Bellingham can give you both. He can get forward and get back and defend, but of course then depending on who you're playing against, you'll be looking at Elliot Anderson and Morgan Rogers as opposed to Phil Foden and Cole Palmer.
That's the only one.
Yeah. Obviously, he mentions Palmer and Foden there, but you know, like we've pointed out, he might not pick either of them. Thomas Tuchel. The last position I just want to ask you about before we go is Kane's backup. Because I got some interesting answers. I spoke to John Barnes at this Panini event. Also spoke to Adam Lallana, and he said that Danny Welbeck should be the man that is in there as his first backup, and then take Ollie Watkins as well. Would you go along with that, AJ?
It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. I don't think I would take Ollie Watkins, I'll be honest. Welbeck should be in the shout though. He scores, man. He scores goals. That's what you want, and he's got clutch factor. I feel like off the bench, I could envision him saving us in a game, like coming off the bench and scoring. I can.
Mate, what a pro as well.
Yeah,
like,
what a pro, man.
Perfect character to have in that.
What a pro, man.
What about not taking Watkins then?
I don't know, man. What do you feel?
I'll take Watkins and I'll take Welbeck. But I think
the
Welbeck not being in with a shout, I think is crazy. The fact that he's not even selected for squads. He's scoring goals, the professional. I'll take Welbeck, and I'll take Watkins just because he got double figures again in the Premier League.
Yeah,
and that's like 5 seasons in a row.
I don't know, man.
Calvert-Lewin's had a good season. But
I'll be honest, I don't want to be horrible. I feel like after Kane, the drop-off is insane, bro. Like, when we lose Kane, it's going to be a big, steep drop. We got to start building them up from now, I'll be honest. Like, quick random shout. I'm going to say Will Langshaw. Don't forget about him. He's a good player. He's coming up. If you don't know about him, look out for him. Right. He's coming up. Trust me. Hey, that's not Spurs bias. He's actually cold. He's actually cold. He's cold.
By the way, you've got something coming up. You've got a new track coming up.
I do indeed. Thank you very much. That's tonight. It's called Charisma. It's coming out 7 p.m. Thank you very much. My guys.
Great stuff. There we go. AJ, thanks very much indeed. Quaky, thanks to you as well. This has been The Social on talkSPORT 2. Next up, it's the EFL Fan Network.
The Social on talkSPORT.